await your fate in Southern.
Lost Foot, you are too late, Alduin. Dovahkiin, use Dragon Rend if you know it.
Oh!
Hurt him, what? Hurt him while he is grounded.
Southern God. You will pay for your defiance.
Now he is vulnerable.
Hard relaxes me. I am strong.
This is your chance, Dovahkiin. Strike with all your force. With all your force.
My teeth to your neck, Dovahkiin.
Alduin? We heard the Dragon Wren shout from here. You defeated him? The old tales say that he is able to travel into Sovngarde to devour the souls of the dead, but they don't say how he does this. Yes, of course. But how to force a dragon to talk to you? There is one possibility, but... no, the Jarl would never agree. Do you know Dragon's Reach? The Jarl of Whiterun's palace? Its name is no accident. The palace was originally built to hold a captive dragon. Oh, this was back in the days of Olaf One-Eye, thousands of years ago. In those days, dragons could still be found among the remote mountain peaks, before the blades wiped them all out. You might be able to trap him there, exactly. You'd require the Jarl's cooperation, of course. That might not be so easy to come by. You must trust in the rightness of your cause and the strength of your voice.
May the gods watch over your bat. I must have misheard you. I thought you asked me to help you trap a dragon in my palace. What you're asking for is insane. Impossible. You want me to let a dragon into the heart of my city? With Alduin, the World Eater himself? But how can we fight him? Doesn't his return mean it's the end times? I don't know about such things, but I heard the Greybeard summon you. That's good enough for me. Now what's this nonsense about... I want to help you, Dragonborn, and I will, but I need your help first. Ulfric and General Tullius are both just waiting for me to make a wrong move. Do you think they will sit idle while the dragon is slaughtering my men and burning my city? No. I can't risk weakening the city while we are under the... Then I would be glad to help you with your mad dragon, but get me. If the Greybeards were willing to host a peace council, Aye, Dragonborn. Maybe you can stop the dragons, and this war into the bargain.
Wait, I know you.
I've got a simple key.
Wait, I know you. There's no mistake. You're a want. Oh, we'll look the other way this time. But even the Jarl's influence has its limits. Be more careful.
Wind, guide you. You misunderstand our authority. The Greybeards have never involved themselves in politics. I see. The dragon will lead you to Alduin, but without the Jarl's help. Paarthurnax has made the decision to help you. This is the road we have to walk. Even the Greybeards must bend to the winds of change, it seems. So be it. Tell Ulfric and General Tullius that the Greybeards wish to speak to them. We will see if they still remember us. Deliver the message to the warring parties. If they will listen, I will do what I can to bring you back.
I'm not interested, Jari. It doesn't matter how many times you ask.
You might want to rethink that. You're missing out on something.
Got to keep my eyes open. Damn dragons would swoop down at...
You can sell off that junk at bits and pieces.
Are my men now giving free rein to anyone who wanders into the castle? Do you have some reason to be here, citizen? Right. One of the prisoners, if I recall correctly. Advar's alive, but he hasn't reported it. In the meantime, why don't you have... I suspect... Besides, I'm sure your being in prison was all a terrible misunderstanding. Speak with Legate Ricka. The Greybeards. What do those old hermits want with me? Why, there's nothing to discuss as long as that traitor Ulfric is in arms against his rightful emperor. They are getting to be a problem. But I wasn't sent to Skyrim to fight dragons. My job is to quell this rebellion, and I intend to do just that. I'll be the judge of that. Besides, by all reports, the Stormcloaks are suffering just as much as we are from these dragon attacks. you may have a point. I'm always surprised by how seriously the Nords take these things. Yes, fine. I'll come to this Greybeard Council. For all... He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. Every day more join his cause.
Go cast your fancy magic someplace else.
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
Won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so
I remember
sure.
you. You were at Helgen with us. Come to join the war. Speak with Galmar. He handles the new recruits. I'm sorry to hear that. If you change your mind, speak with Galmar. It's about time they turned their gaze from the heavens back to our bleeding homeland. What do they want? I have the greatest respect for the Greybeards, of course, and the dragon attacks are a growing plague. But the political situation is still delicate. Not all the young... I can't afford to appear weak. I can't agree to this unless Tullius himself will be there. Alduin, the world eater of song and legend. If that's true, we're all doomed anyway. And if it isn't true, well, then the fight to free Skyrim goes on. Either way, I don't see the use in talking to the Emperor. Good. We still hold half of Skyrim despite everything the Empire could throw at us. I doubt the Empire. Yes. And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know.
So, you've done it. The men of violence are gathered here, in these halls whose very stones are dedicated to peace. I should not have agreed to host this council. The Greybeards have no business involving ourselves in such matters. Peace? I doubt it. They are not, but regret. Take your seat at the council table. Let us see what wisdom we can find. find among these warriors of Skyrim.
So, Arngeir, is it? You know why we're here. Are you going to let us in or not?
You're not invited here. You're not welcome here.
I'm glad I finally got a chance to see this place.
When has any good ever come from talking to the Empire?
Dovahkiin. Take your seat, and we can begin. Now that everyone is here, please take your seats so we can begin. I hope that we have all come here in the spirit
You
of...
insult us by bringing her to this negotiation? You're Chief Talos Hunter?
That didn't take long.
Hear, hear.
I have every right to be at this negotiation. I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
She's part of the Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, if we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation, we will never get anywhere. Perhaps this would be a good time to get the Dragonborn's input on this matter.
By Izmir's beard, the nerve of those Imperial bastards, eh? To think that I would sit down at the same table with that Thalmor bitch. Either she walks or I do. I'm glad we agree on this.
Very well, Ulfric. Enjoy your petty victory. The Thalmor will treat with whatever government rules Skyrim. We would not think of interfering in your civil war.
Ha! Skyrim will never bow to the Thalmor. Unlike your Imperial friends here.
You're lucky I respect the Greybeard's counsel, Galmar.
Legate, we represent the Emperor here.
Sorry, sir. It won't happen again.
Now that that's settled, may we proceed?
I have something to say first.
Here we go.
The only reason I agreed to attend this council was to deal with the dragon menace. There's nothing else to talk about, unless the Empire is finally ready to renounce its unjust claim to rule over the free people of Skyrim.
I knew he wouldn't be able to resist.
Arrange a temporary truce to allow the Dragonborn here to deal with the dragons, nothing more. I consider even talking to the Empire a generous gesture.
Are you done? Did you just come here to make speeches, or can we get down to business?
Yes, let's get this over with.
Are we ready to proceed? Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, this council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request. I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar, and do your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim. Who would like to open the negotiations?
Yes, let's get down to it. We want control of Markarth. That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
So that's why you're here, Ulfric? You dare to insult the Greybeards by using this council to advance your own position?
Jarl Elisif.
General, this is outrageous. You can't be taking this demand seriously. I thought we were here to discuss a truce.
Elisif, I said I'd handle it. Ulfric, you can't seriously expect us to give up Markarth at the negotiating table. You hope to gain in council what you've been unable to take in battle, is that it?
I'm sure Jarl Ulfric does not expect something for nothing.
Yes, that'd be entirely out of character.
What would the Empire want in return?
Wait, General, you don't intend to just hand over Markarth to that traitor?
This is how the Empire repays us for our loyalty?
Enough. First, let's be clear. This council wasn't my idea. I think it's a waste of time. You are a traitor to the Empire, and deserve a traitor's death. But I at least will negotiate in good faith. Since we're all here at your request, I'd like to hear what you think Markarth is worth. The rift would help secure our communications with Cyrodiil, and threatened Ulfric's southern flank.
The Dragonborn has spoken, Tullius. Markarth will be ours. Now we'll see if there's anything behind your talk of good faith.
You disappoint me, Dragonborn. I accepted your invitation on trust in your good name. But it seems you intend to favor Ulfric. I can see now that this is not a negotiation at all. I know you, Ulfric. If I hand over Markarth, you'll be ready with a new demand. You'll never defeat the Empire, and you know it. But you're willing to sacrifice thousands for your own selfish ambition. Soon enough, I'll have you back under the headsman's axe, and this time there won't be any dragon to save you.
As always, the Empire's fine words are worth nothing.
Stop! Are you so blind to our danger that you can't see past your pitiless agreements? Here you sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Is he with you, Delphine? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue.
He is with me, and I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Alduin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Can you not put aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
I don't know about the end of the world, but this dragon situation has gotten out of hand. If this truce will help the Dragonborn here put an end to that menace, we both gain. Remember that, Ulfric. Now, back to the matter at hand. You know as well as I do that we can't hand over Markarth on these terms.
Swords, bones, where will these demands end?
I'm listening.
We want compensation for the massacre at Karthwasten.
You slaughtered the very people you claim to be fighting for. True sons of Skyrim would never do such things.
Damned Imperial lies. My men would never stoop to such methods, even in retaliation for your butchery at...
All the blood spilled in this war is on your head.
So, Dragonborn, what do you say? Well said. For once you'll actually pay for your crimes. I suppose that's the fairest deal we're likely to get.
It seems we may have an agreement. Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, these are the terms currently on the table. Markarth will be handed over to Ulfric's forces, Jarl Igmund will step down, and Thungvor Silverblood will become the Jarl of Markarth. The Stormcloaks will withdraw from the rift, allowing Imperial troops unhindered access. Jarl Leila Lawgiver will step down, and Maven Blackbriar will become the Jarl of Riften. The Stormcloaks will pay appropriate compensation for the massacre at Karthwasten. You both agree to this?
The Sons of Skyrim will live up to their agreements, as long as the Imperials hold to theirs. What about you, Elisif? Are these terms to your liking? Speak up! I'm sure General Tullius is waiting to do your bidding.
I have nothing to say to that murderer. General, you've proven yourself a good friend to Skyrim. I continue to trust that you will do your utmost to safeguard our interests.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. I appreciate your loyalty. The Empire can live with these terms, yes, for a temporary truce, until the dragon menace is dealt with. After that, Ulfric, there will be a reckoning. Count on it.
Come on, Galmar. We have a lot of work to do.
Giving up Markarth is a heavy price for this truce, Dragonborn. I hope it was worth it.
Jarl Balgruuf, I assume you did well here today. I don't think the truce will last long, but that will not be on your account.
Yes.
I'm afraid there's a problem, a serious one. I've discovered who the Greybeard's leader really is. All well, it's true. The blade, justice demands. I anticipated.
Just say the word.
You had best take advantage of this truce.
Busy in the library of Skyhaven Temple.
Now you see why I've warned you against them bloodthirsty barbarians. Yes, but understand, during the days of Alduin's rule, all dragons were his allies. There was nothing else they could be. If not for Paarthurnax, Alduin could not have been overthrown. It was he that first taught men to use the Thun. Kynareth has placed the voice of wisdom within you, Dragonborn. All you need do is learn to listen to it, and your path will be clear. Yes, if not for Paarthurnax, Alduin could not have been overthrown. It was he that first taught men to use the Thun. Kynareth has placed the voice of wisdom within you, Dragonborn.
Well,
all you need do is learn to listen to it, and your path.
While you were arranging this meeting, I was busy in the library of Skyhaven Temple, an unguessed trove of lost lore. But the important thing is that the blades recorded many of the names of dragons they slew. Cross-referencing this with Delphine's map of dragon burial sites, I believe I've identified one of the dragons that Alduin has raised up. By calling the dragon with it, he's not compelled. I think it's very likely. Oda. You'll have to speak out, but you're definitely right. That's all.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something. In own form.
We're ready, Dragonborn. As I promised, my men stand ready. My men know what to do. Make sure you do your part. I'm putting my city in your hands. May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
The Greybeards have arranged a truce between the Stormcloaks and Imperials. How long does such a thing last?
Go under cover until it's down.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Let's see. Ah. Oh. Moving up in the world, eh? Looks like that's it. Go.
Help! Right, kill us. Hold your fire until he's close. For Skyrim! How's calm? No. Victory is yours.
Be fast. Go back Thorm is strong.
Plan for luring a dragon to you, yeah? Won't leave here alive.
Obonar, you went to a great deal of trouble to put me in this humiliating position. In Sir Alduin, No doubt you want to know where to find Alduin. Renik Vaza, an apt phrase. Alduin Boval. One reason I came to your call was to test your Thuum for myself. Many of us have begun to question Alduin's lordship, whether his Thuum was truly the strongest. Among ourselves, of course, Muni Mae, none were yet ready to openly defy him. Once Lord Croesus, innumerable part, he has his been Zuulost Ofan Hinlan. Now that I have answered your question, you will... Serve you? No. Croesus. Only... Of course, I could fly you there, but not while imprisoned like this. Onekan, and you free me.
I've been looking for you.
I will carry
something I'm
you
supposed
to
to deliver.
Skuldafn.
Your hands only. I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Ah, a letter from the Jarl. Moving up in the world, eh?
Incredible.
Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Sir, you have no idea how long I have waited for such an opportunity.
Careful.
I would be most appreciative if you would permit me to...
Was nu, Dini dein Rufe Astron. Saran Uth, I await your command as promised. Are you ready to see the world as only a Dova can? Zukbrit Oth. I warn you once you... Amativ. Mu Bokotin Spinsela.